So look, yeah, come in there and see how are you all right there? Let me move that back a bit.
Massive.
Compared to me, because I'm just like a little tiny dot in it.
So black for the black, red for the redskin.
We're not gonna make any Harry Potter references on here. What are you doing?
Yeah, I look massive, don't I?
But you're gonna look massive compared to me, because I'm like 5'5".
That's the size of your head, isn't it?
I don't know whether to take that as an insult, because that's big. You're saying that I've got a big head.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah,
right, now that he's finished gloating, get in, Matty. Get in. That's it. Closer. There you go. Matty Harris, welcome back. It's been like 900 years. We just had a good sparring session. Your first spar back.
Yep.
Because you are back out in the lovely, far, far away land of Newcastle. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I'm quite fortunate. I'm stringing together a bit of activity here. So
it's amazing, isn't it?
I know.
After like inactivity, and it's like, yeah, you're getting back out there.
Been very stop-start, ain't I? But
yeah, wipe your face with that.
One.
And your mouth.
And my mouth.
Wipe your mouth. I don't like when you got like foam in the corner of your mouth. You're like frothing like a. Anyway, yeah, sorry, yeah.
You're trying to get chin, but yeah.
It won't be the first time boxers wanted to chin me because I'm cheeky, but go on.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That wasn't a box out. That was concrete, mate.
Nah, that was me. It's just not
whatever.
But yeah, looking forward to getting back out, putting together a bit of activity.
Yeah.
Which is nice because, as I said, it's been very stop-start through injuries and whatever else and promotional stuff. So yeah, but. As I said, I'm looking forward to getting back out, be back on Channel 5. Looking forward to putting in another good performance. First spar back after my last fight. So, yeah, first spar of the camp. I was actually quite not thingy, but I went very even. I felt all right in there. Well, obviously,
fitness level's not a problem now, is it?
Nah, not at all.
You learned that long, hard lesson, didn't you?
Exactly. So, you can see I'm fit. Obviously, there's things I need to work on and. But as I said, I've had a hard week of training this week. He'll tell you, he's tried to kill me this week and then throw me inspired at the end of the week. So.
He means Peter Fury's tried to kill him.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bit of a taskmaster, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, very much so, yeah. And his gym, you have to remember, we've had a warm week this week and his gym is just, you've been in there, it's corrugated metal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's like a sauna in there. Where if it's hot, it's colder outside than it is in the gym. But, yeah, as I said, he's been putting me through my paces. Making sure that, I said, things like this don't bother me. I just know I've got things I need to go back out, work on, and as I said, I got another 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think the day that you think that you know everything in boxing is the day that you need to just retire.
Peter will remind you that you don't know everything. You don't know nothing about boxing.
well, nobody knows everything about anything really.
Of course.
It's all learning, and it's just being able to accept that. But I can see that, from listening, you're more studious, you're more relaxed, you're more willing to like learn, take the advice. But talk to us about your last fight then, because literally that was like a quick, got him out there in quick succession. He was, I heard the thud. The commentary was like, really happy with it as well. Your road back, because you lost a fight ages ago now.
About 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's ages ago, isn't it?
No, it's 23.
When you look at it, and then it still seems like you're still a little bit on a slog to the way back. I don't know if that's down to like promotional, not really seeing you out there. But it's like all of a sudden it was like, yeah, Matty Harris. Then you had the loss, and then it's like under the radar. That's how it looks from like a fan's perspective, because like, where is he? What's happening?
Yeah, absolutely.
How does it feel for you?
To be honest, for me, obviously it's been a bit slow, and as I said, with Wassam and also just had a bit of bad luck as well with a couple of the shows being cancelled through like the main events and pulling out or the injuries and that kind of thing. So I was supposed to be out a couple more times last year, but it just never materialised. As I said, it's through no fault of anyone.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things that happens in boxing. It's been to be honest, as I said, I'm all right. I'm in my own lane in a minute. I know.
Okay.
We know where we want to get to.
Yeah.
We know how we're going to get there. Peter's said he's been around the game for a long time. He understands boxing. He understands the world of professional boxing and how it works. So we're just on our own path, and as I said, at the minute I'm taking a little detour, but don't worry, I'm circling back around.
Okay, I like that.
And yeah, I'm circling back around towards the top. So as I said, we got heel tie. We've still got things I need to work on. No problem. I'll go away and work on them so that when we make sure we turn up for the big events and we get into the nice big fights, I don't disappoint. I show up.
So that's definitely still on the horizon. I like that, and you've got like a different outlook towards it. Yeah, okay, Matty. You look
No,
more
do you know what it is?
big
I
on
was
the
looking
camera.
because I was all side on when I was talking then.
It's nice to be
It's just-
side on. It looks like we're actually talking to each other.
I know, but we still got to talking to the camera, don't we?
Well, it's up to you.
Because if I
Whatever.
was stood there like this,
No,
do you know what I
the
mean?
back to
I'm
the
talking
camera.
you,
Yeah, but we're side on. It's not back to the camera.
I know,
is
but
it?
even you're stood at a good angle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm used to
like,
doing this. I do this all the time. And you were stood at a good angle. I know you want to look at your muscles. I know you want to look at the work that you put in.
Do you know what
Get
it is?
it.
I've been working hard. I've been disciplined. So if I want to have a little,
Working hard and disciplines. 2 words I never thought I'd hear
I was
come out
even
of
here
your
before
mouth.
you today. Oh no, same time as you.
Same time. No,
I was early, though.
No, I was here before you, mate.
Just
you pulled
about.
in
I
after.
literally saw you pulling in.
Cap.
I was watching you park. You know I was.
Cap.
I was watching you park. So.
Anyway, let's talk. I want to talk to you. I want to get your opinion. Chris Eubank Jr. was with Wasserman. You know him, quite well. Cool guy. All the rest of it.
Yeah.
Went up against Ben, another cool guy. I've got a lot of time for both of them. Your opinion on that fight?
What fight? Both guys left it all in the ring. My only thing would be is that 160 is not safe for Chris. You could see from going to and having he was known for having a great chin, especially up at 168. He was taking big shots of people like George Groves and that. Coming back down to 160, he's getting hurt by Conor Benn, who's a welterweight. Do you know what I mean? Every time Conor looked like he was touching him, he looked a bit unsteady. But he's that experienced, he was able to play it off. But if you're watching with a close eye, you could see it.
So would you say that's definitely down to the potential weight cut and not
Yeah.
the fact that he's just losing his chin?
Nah, I think that's down to the weight. You can't hold it when you're that dehydrated. You can't hold a shot that well. It takes 72 hours for your brain to fully rehydrate. Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. And they're still making him restrict on the day of the fight.
Yes, it was the same day weigh-in, wasn't it?
His legs are going to be a little bit softer. He's not going to be as full of fluid as he would be if he wasn't having to make the weight. So, as I said, his experience definitely got him through it. I was happy to see the result. It was a great show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Like from
Chris Smith,
the antics. No,
Oh,
I mean,
you-
of the
that-
Eubank.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
From all the antics down to
The dad
what we
turning
got
up.
as a result.
Yeah.
It was an amazing.
They are
that's
showmen.
show business.
They are showmen.
Exactly. That is what show business is about. Yeah. That's what puts bums on seats.
And he did.
Exactly.
Because I was speaking to some of the guys. I spoke to Adam Smith, and he was actually there. And he said that obviously switched the camera to the car on the big screen in the arena.
Yeah.
And when the door slid open, and then seniors there, he said the crowd, because it was deafening.
Yeah.
Because what you heard on TV didn't do it justice. They were roaring.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's that showmanship. It's turning up. It's the both of them having their walkout tunes of their fathers chopped in with their walkout tunes. What a show! And that was the Ring's first card that they did in the UK. Obviously, they're out now in the States.
Yep.
But that was doing bits. I enjoyed every
100%.
minute of that show. The only fight that I couldn't get up for was Yard Arthur 3.
you know
but
what?
Other than that, like all of them, I was like, ah.
That was one of them fights, yeah? Mm-hmm. It was a rematch that nobody asked for, but it turned out to be a good fight. Like, I was
In the pocket fight.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
In the pocket.
I was quite impressed. If the only thing that I'd say stopped Lyndon from winning that fight was the fact he sat on the ropes, but he was doing a lot of good, clean work off the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look good to the judges. Do you know what I mean? So it depends. Like he was still slipping and catching yard
The
with
attack.
good shots.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look good when you're sitting on the ropes and you're bobbing and all the judges will see his yard going like this.
Yeah, because
Do you know
the
what I mean?
TV, we're getting those angles. We can see that, but like you said, the judges are not really seeing what's really going in. But
I know. I was very impressed with Lyndon Arthur, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with it. Like, I after their last fight, I didn't think he was going to come out and
Do
give
what
a
he did.
Yeah, give a performance like that. He looked like he wanted to win. Do you know what I mean? And it looked like he looked sharp as well. He looked like he had a bit of pop in his shots. I said I was quite impressed, man. So
What do you think about Vidal Riley versus Chev Clark? Or it was at the time Clark versus Riley. Now Riley's got the belt.
to be honest,
Talk to me about Riley's boxing.
he boxed very well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually picked Chev to win that.
I picked Vidal to win.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Do you know what it was? I thought the smaller ring would favour Chev because it was an 18-foot ring. That's why. I
Okay,
was
so you went on ring size. Okay.
Yeah, because I know Vidal Riley's a very sharp boxer, and as I said, he might not get a lot of knockouts, but he's a sharp puncher. So he discourages people from walking him down. Do you know what I mean? Because he can crack. So
Crack. Let's talk about but look at Vidal's slips.
yeah, no.
Look at his
footwork.
ring generalship.
If you look at his footwork,
Mate,
he controlled that ring
he
so
did.
well.
He
Considering the space he had to work in, he looked like he didn't stop moving.
Yeah.
The whole night.
Yeah.
And as I said, he boxed very well. Deserved to win the British title. Fair play to him.
Yeah. Liam Smith, McKenna.
I was wrong there
Talk
as
to
well.
me about that, McKenna. I didn't know how that fight was going to go,
Do you know what?
but
I was favouring Liam Smith, yeah, just off of the fact he's got that experience at world level, and he's always said and his brothers have always said they wouldn't let you if one of them was shot to bits, they wouldn't let him box. Do you know what I mean? They don't need the money, so
no,
they'll be
they
doing
don't.
it
But
because
they're fighters to the death. Because I thought they should have pulled him out,
so did I.
but they didn't. And I thought, you know what? That's the fighting blood. When it's in you, and all of the family's fighters.
Do you know what though?
So-
For the first 6 rounds, I was expecting to see. I was waiting for Liam Smith to do
Because
something.
he does heat up later, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Usually.
And then he
Now
just-
McKenna had too much for
McKenna
his
was
feet
too,
again.
He was too sharp.
It's the feet.
His feet were really
And he
good,
was
yeah.
switching.
He was elusive.
He was switching
sharp,
stance,
man.
yeah.
And I think his punch power is a little bit underrated as well. Because again, Liam Smith walks people down.
He does.
So for him to not just be walking forward
Yeah.
willy nilly, he must have some pop in his shots. You know what I mean? He earned his respect. So yeah, it was. I was pleasantly surprised. He looks like he's a serious talent.
Right, we've got to go back to the heavyweights because I know you're going to start to cool down in a bit. Talk to me about your opinion on Usyk Dubois 2.
I hope Dubai wins.
Why?
Because he's better for British boxing, man.
But the British public seem to be back. I hear that.
I don't care who
But the
the British
British
public are
public seem to be backing Usyk by the sounds of it.
No. Yeah, because it's like everybody likes to use for idiot. Do you know what I mean? Because he don't speak English, he comes across like he's a bit like I am feeling. He comes out with them little catchphrases.
He's very intelligent.
He's a very intelligent man.
So I
very
do not
intelligent.
underestimate absolutely anything that
He
they
knows
do.
what he's doing.
Of course he
He's a
does.
smart man, and he knows how to get the public on side.
Yeah.
Me, as I said, Usyk is a brilliant fighter.
Yeah, of course he is.
He is sensational, and nothing can be taken
Unbeaten.
away.
2
And at 38,
fights.
he's fighting Daniel Dubois, who's
Yeah.
11 years younger than him, 10 years younger than him. He deserves all the credit in the world.
Matty was like 11 years younger than him last time they fought as well.
I know. But again, Dubois has matured more as a man.
He has.
Yeah?
And he's had some
It's
good
not like
wins.
it's-
Yeah.
Back then, Dubois was still a bit of a kid. He's 25, 26.
Yeah.
Now
2 years later, isn't it? Is it 2 years later?
Yeah. Now he's more of a man. So I'm looking forward to seeing him go out there and give it everything. I genuinely hope Dubois wins, because when was the last time we in Britain had an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world?
Well, when was the last time that we had that fight in the UK? We haven't.
We've never had it.
So this is it's a very iconic moment for the sport, an important moment for the sport.
Exactly.
So you're saying that you want Dubois to win?
Yep.
Does that mean he will?
I just don't see it happening, man. Honestly, again, from the bottom of my heart, I hope he does. I just think Usyk just has too many different levels he can go through.
Okay.
It's like every fight, he seems to rise. He knows how to up the levels. And it's like when Joshua fought him. Joshua came back a second time, a better fighter. Usyk just upped
Up
it
the
again.
levels.
Same with Tyson.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson come back a better fighter. Usyk just upped that level again. So I think he's one of them fighters who just refuses to lose, man. Like he's a bit of a psychopath like that.
He's got the
In a good way.
eyes.
Yeah.
He's got the eyes.
I'm not sure. And obviously Dubois has shown that he can go to the trenches and whatnot. But again, I think Usyk's footwork will be the difference.
Okay.
Because he's so good on his feet and he stays light on his feet. I think his footwork will be the difference. But again, whether it was a low blow or not, we have seen Usyk hurt
From body shots.
to the body. So I imagine they'll be targeting that. Daniel's very heavy-handed. He's a good puncher, so you never know.
You never know.
And as I said, I would be very happy for Daniel if he goes ahead and wipes him out. But again, it's just
Levels.
yeah. No, I can't say that. I'm leaning 60-40 Usyk.
Okay.
That's
okay.
where I'm at with it.
Okay, I'm going to touch on the last fight I'm going to speak to you about is our friend Jamie Takivi.
Yep.
Went in against David Adelaide for the British title fight. People were moaning about that fight, but I liked it. I enjoyed the fight from both of the guys. But you know what? You watching it as a heavyweight, what did you think?
I thought Jamie was boxing well. It kind of looked like Adelaide was out of ideas. Jamie was sticking behind the jab and he was smothering him.
Which is what Jamie does.
Yeah, he just grinded him down. David is a powerful puncher, so
Explosive.
I think he was just staying out of the way Jamie was and just being smart with it. And yeah, that stoppage is one of them, innit? Like if you'd done it to someone else, you wouldn't be. But
Correct.
if that got done to you, you'd feel hard done to.
Correct.
Because from when the referee, again, it's different from when him shouting break to when he actually touches you.
Okay.
Then
That will cause you to stop.
Yeah. Because when he's just shouting break, you're still gonna until he is always
Says stop boxing.
until he gets physical. Then you relax. Yeah. When the referee shouts break, how often do you see fighters actually break
You're
up?
right.
You don't.
But
It's when the referee comes and separates
But he
them.
was slapping them all the way through the fight. I was there. I saw it.
I know.
But they're having a rematch.
I'm not
How
here
does
to talk rubbish because that referee might fight one day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lovely. Shout out the referee. Anyway,
But
they're having a rematch. How does that go? And that's my final question to you.
again, I was very heavily favouring Jamie for the first fight. I just thought he was a better boxer. The thing is, I think now
Yes.
it's more of a 50-50.
Yes.
Because Jamie knows David can hurt him now.
And David knows.
And David,
no,
exactly. David knows he can hurt him.
Exactly.
So I feel like he might come out,
cautious, maybe.
throw a little bit more at him. Do you know what I mean?
Like go for the knockout early or.
Yeah, and Jamie might be a little bit more cautious now. It depends what he's like in his own head.
Yeah, I hear that.
Obviously, I've heard they're going straight back into the rematch. So
Yeah, good for them.
good for them, yeah. So again, it depends how Jamie is in his head. Do you know what I mean? If he can just brush it off as use the whole referee thing as a mental crutch and just say, listen, that was one of the things. Anybody gets hit when they're not looking, they're gonna go down. Do you know what I mean? Like it don't matter. And to be honest, it's not a matter of he can hurt him. Like he got hit with a shot when he was relaxed, he wasn't expecting. It's like if you went up to him in the street and just banged him in the side of the head. The same thing's gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? It don't matter who you are or how hard you are or how tough you are.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say David, but if someone walks up to them and just licks him in the side of the head when he's not looking, you're gonna go down. It don't matter who you are. So again, it depends if you can write that off as just that and come back in again, clean slate, go out there and do a job.
We'll see what happens. So
There you go.
can you let our viewers know when you are out next?
June 6th,
Where?
Newcastle, Utility Arena, Channel 5. Be there
There you go.
or watch it.
Thank you very
Don't
much,
mind.
Matty. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thanks, because I know you've just sparred, so thank you for speaking to me straight after that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm fit, I'm strong.
Oh, here we go.
Don't bother me.
Mr. Vane.
But
Mr.
hold on. The reason I haven't been back on the channel in a while as well is not because of me, it's because of her. So thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Lots of love. Take care.
Yeah, that's enough.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.